Hey guys, Jarrell here, back with more reactions to Travellers. We're on episode 2 of season 3. The first episode was pretty much a start of a new storyline, but at the same time, all the remnants from the last season as to what's happened, because they now had to use memory inhibitors on all of their loved ones and people that were involved with to try and convince them that none of it happened, other than the fact that some crazed terrorist called Vincent Ingram kidnapped them, but pretty much stop it there and not give them any more details, try and wipe the fact that they got found out as to who they are and they're no longer the people that they say they are. It's not kind of worked on Carly's boyfriend, ex, whatever call it, because he drinks too much, so it's mixing with a inhibitor that they've given him, so he's starting to piece little bits together. And Catherine, McLaren's wife, she's starting to recall, hang on a minute, I'm sure I felt like exactly like this before when he wiped her mind last time after the plane crash. But we've got this new Ilsa AI that this guy has constructed, that the director has somehow managed to contact, hack into, merge with, I don't know. But it pretty much got the attention of its the person who invented it. It got him to contact this FBI agent, who has in the end gone to the task force that are looking at bringing them down now that they do know, and she's managed to stop the task force at the very last minute by explaining to the guy who is in charge of this special force team an explanation that only he would have known about something with his daughter who had cancer, and that he made a deal with God. Turns out the deal wasn't with God, it was with the director, that he was going to save her life. So, wow. Anyway, enough details about that, and we're just going to carry straight on. Right where he left it off by saying, what now? What do we do now? You've told me to stand down. I've understood why. Where do we go from here? Let's go find out. Episode 2.
Travelers have been exposed. Not by the mainstream media. They've moved on to the next news cycle. Once a whistleblower to a bona fide invasion from the future is now a prisoner accused of terrible crimes.
Oh, what a fabulous story.
Because among the many thousands of travelers, some have taken positions of power. This man intends to do the same. Daniel Sosa. We must stop Daniel Sosa and send a message to these interlopers from the future that we are in charge of our country and our fate.
Okay, but to make sure it doesn't disappear, it stays on this air-gapped computer until Thursday's special. Bullshit or not, they are covering it up. Here we go.
It has all been for the greater good. The lives lost when Van Heusen exploded ensured the survival of millions who would have died just over a year from now.
The judge felt the parenting plan that Mr. Conacher submitted was the best living situation for Jeffrey.
Sole custody.
Well, you're no longer living together, so that ruse is over with.
The man is dangerous.
He's the person with bruises all over his face, Miss Shannon.
How is it that you can go out day and night as an FBI doctor, and I only know a tiny fraction of what you do, and then have tea and play board games with me as if none of that ever happened?
Training?
Because she's trained. There you go. There's your reflexes.
Starting now.
Mm-hmm. You're lucky that wasn't an avocado.
With me, you're getting a job creator.
Honey?
Have a great day.
Is this guy a traveller or isn't he? I don't know. We haven't seen him before, have we?
Once this is all over and you win, promise me, you'll learn when to turn it off.
Someone's just blocked you. Oh, shit! Jesus Christ, dude, that's a bit overkill. Holy shit, I have a horrible feeling that that may have just killed your wife.
Katie. Katie.
Poor woman. Oh, she's a goner.
Agent McLaren.
Agent Yates.
Oh, so you know that I'm your
My new partner, yes, I've been fully briefed. Each traveler team shall respect and adhere to the fundamental principles of the FBI as implemented in Regulations 301 of this order.
Now they're putting paperwork in place.
As your designated liaison, I, Special Agent Joanne Yates, will act as governing party over your team. I'm going to need you to brief me on your team, your mandate, operations, the future.
Sorry, that's
classified.
Protocol 5. Which means that when we're in the FBI office, we do FBI work unless otherwise directed.
You do know that I know.
Oh, well, if you know.
Obviously, not everything.
Who knows everything? And that the director itself will inform said authorities of further actions if and when it sees fit.
That's not how we see it.
Well,
McLaren.
Please call me Mac. We're partners. You want to look over my shoulder? Fine. Just so long as it doesn't interfere with my mission, which I think I am allowed to tell you, is to save the fucking world.
No.
This message is for Christopher Rockwell. Your source man provided the video, but Katie Souza's blood is on...
Oh, hell.
It's a video from a hacktivist group positioned in a few Eastern European countries. Seems they have a problem with Christopher Rockwell.
I'm sure a lying, narcissistic bag of shit like Rockwell gets stuff like this all the time.
They're taking the threat seriously. You and I are providing protection for Christopher Rockwell in case of an assassination attempt.
Oh, give me a break.
Well, he just might need protection from me.
Nice handoff.
We just received the component. We're on our way back.
Today, my team received a startling video confirming that they are now after me.
This is a closed set.
FBI, we need to speak with you.
Arrogant prick.
Well, I'm gonna need to see a search warrant if you expect to take the video.
What video is that?
Mr. Rockwell, we're not here to take anything. We're here to protect you. We have credible intel that your life is in danger.
You asked me to bring something for dinner.
This is what dinner eats. So what, everyone's a vegan in the future because there's no animal protein? How bad is it?
That's just a different way of asking the same question.
So it's bad. Is it painful for a host when an incoming consciousness takes over?
Yes, but it's fairly quick.
You make it sound like you're doing them a favor. My mother died a couple of days ago. Your director used her to send a message.
Mm-hmm.
Her last words weren't even her own, and they ended her life. Forgive me for not thanking you.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen for like...
Stop it with your mining. Oh, shit.
What's going on?
The hell is this?
Don't shoot!
In what way did I give you the impression I was about to shoot you?
I know what that is.
What's going on?
Alternate timeline.
Seriously?
Before you say anything, that's a traveler-approved drug.
Yeah.
It's not making me high, it's making me better.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Look at this pisshead. Ooh, this friggin' annoys me. I wanted him to do something so stupid at some point that it gets him killed and the director intervenes. It's useless. Oh Christ, no. Dude. Yes, please. Do you know?
Jeff? Hey, brother. Just going to the park with my son?
He's drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to step out of the car.
Yes.
You ain't gotta do that.
Out of the car, Jeff.
Who's Victor Sabatini? Are we protecting the wrong person?
Rockwell's my stage name.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Tell that to Daniel Sosa.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn if something is true or not true. This is about money. I use my celebrity to sell things, and if I can make people believe something that's very hard to believe and that only I know the truth, I can sell them anything.
Scum.
What if I told you it was true? That there is a network of travelers trying to change history, and that I'm one of them. I'm trying to warn you.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
All right, you don't need to tell me. I'll just figure it out for myself.
Is this something you're ashamed of?
No.
Then give the woman a damn pill so we can get on with the mission.
I can't. I'm fine. I'm not high. You guys just have to trust me.
Now you're in the interview room on the other side of the desk.
Your kid was in the back seat and you blew double the limit. You're suspended until your disciplinary hearing. And I'm gonna need your badge. Jeff, get some help.
You take over here. The boss wants me to check something out.
Okay.
You didn't even question that?
If this act of yours is to try and stop me from doing this show, I will have your job.
They're gonna scare you
Hi.
and show you.
I'm Kiara. We're doing your makeup today.
Lucky me.
Hi. ID, please.
Oh, I know what this is.
You know what? Go ahead. And once again, I'm so sorry. Studio 41, 4th floor.
Stepping up the elevator on the 4th floor?
If you check the tape, you'll see me by the congressman's side moments after it happened. You know who else you'll find in the crowd? Your makeup artist.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
What the fuck is going on?
They're scaring him.
You're being given a choice.
Yes.
Son of a bitch, I knew it!
McLaren, knock it off.
If you insist on pursuing this further, I can't protect you. You've got about 12 seconds set aside. Marcy, stand by.
All right.
Wow, this is good.
Fuck you!
Everybody back! Stay back!
Yes, yes, of course.
You did this to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My wife, Katie, they killed her.
Say it!
I'm sorry about
Everything you said about me, you made up, and now my wife is dead!
Listen to me.
You lying son of a bitch.
Drop your weapon!
Get off of me!
Wow.
I'm Traveler 3468. Welcome to the 21st.
Thank you.
Okay,
That was fabulous.
what just happened?
We just completed a mission.
Yeah.
You wanted to beat my team?
You just
Here they
did.
are.
We need to arrest him.
Why? He didn't do anything.
I gave him a memory inhibitor.
You knew.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we were assigned to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Sosa historically killed Christopher Rockwell at 3:16 p.m. this afternoon.
But instead of going to prison, he's gonna wake up at home, hangover.
You could have stopped him. It's completely circular logic.
Actions have repercussions, not just ours. With every new change, the director chooses the best path forward.
Yeah, and how's that working out for you so far?
You see, I remember things. I know who you are.
How did you get out?
I know what you are. We're friends now. Maybe I'll ask her.
He is still a problem. That was a brilliant episode. I really enjoyed that because a lot of the time when we've got a mission, we kind of know what the mission's about, what they're trying to prevent or what they're trying to change and who's involved. And they kind of held all of it back on this while they were concentrating on other things in the storyline and kind of sending us the wrong way to assume one thing when it was another, but it was really well done. So the question is, I've got this question for you. Are we better with the Travellers or are we better without them? Because that is what Joanne, is trying to figure out. But as McLaren's just said, there are consequences with each change in the timeline with what choices are made. And that's why when she said, well, we need to arrest him, he's like, why? He's not done anything. He historically killed him. We stopped that. We prevented that. We're trying to show you that we're making changes that improves living life, the human race, and for it all not to go to crap in the future. Yes, things have gone wrong, but no one's perfect. Even the director isn't perfect. We know that. Look what it did with Marcy and Philip, and you know. But it was expertly handled the way that obviously they didn't tell us that this guy was going to die. He got his wife killed. It kind of made sense at some point. He was going to seek revenge, because the only reason his wife is dead is because he went on television spouting crap because he wants to make money. And he didn't believe any of it himself, but he was being fed information. And now he's been overwritten. It's all been reversed, and him doing good. I'm not sure how this coalition between the Travelers and the FBI or the governments, because it won't just be them, it'll be governments around the world, because there's Travelers all over, how well this is going to sustain itself. Jeff is still an issue. I thought he was going to be out the loop because he'd just been arrested for being drink driving, which the guy's an absolute moron. He can't see any further than the end of his nose. He's lost Carly. He's now lost his kid. He's going to lose his job, and the only thing he has left now is finding out the truth. And that's a dangerous person now, because if you take away a man's hope, a person's hope, and leave them with nothing and only one thing to focus on, they will put everything into that. So I don't know what's going to happen with Jeff. I don't know if Carly will get her kid back, but he's back in the social services again now, which is why I hate them, because they never seem to get it right. By trying to do the right thing, they always seem to do the wrong thing, and then leave loaded kids in vulnerable positions that they can do nothing about. Anyway, that's kind of a little bit of a sideline story, but that episode was really, really good. David's trying to come to the terms in the fact that he feels he needs to be more of a man, but then realising at the same time that he can't. He's tried. Look at the state of him. He can barely walk just by trying to work out. You don't need to be a tough guy, you just need to be a little bit more assertive. And she's been trained for years for this, and trained properly. You just doing a few squats and a bit of jogging isn't going to make you a tough guy. You're either that kind of person or you're not, and he so isn't. Even his whole world and the surroundings and the job that he has, he's a sensitive person. I kind of feel sorry for Philip, because he ends up in a body that's addicted to drugs. Then he ends up with half of his team not trusting him because of it. Marcy trying to help him, he weans himself off that. Then that other girl got him hooked on those eye drops. Then he lost the trust again. Now this time, he's had in effect a memory update, like what's come from the director for him to know all the changes in the timeline, and that he can have those weird moments like he had then when the FBI kind of knocked the door down and it wasn't really happening. He was seeing through into other possible scenarios of other timelines, and those pills help him stay grounded. And now none of them trust him because they think he's now just taking some other designer drug that they don't know about, because he won't let them test him, but he's not supposed to. They all have their protocols and they seem to be happy with them, but as soon as he tells them it's a protocol that's for historians only and they're not supposed to know about it, it sounds, that's a mess. That's a mess as well. So we now have a coalition between McLaren and this Joanne, so it's them working together. But he's just shown to her there, like he said more or less at the beginning of the episode, look, we've decided to bring you in on this and tell you as much as we are aware that we can be allowed to tell you. But if you think you are just going to do what the American government always does and goes, right, we're involved now, so we're in charge and we want to know this and we want to know this, and you have to be completely open with us, you're like, the very nature of what they are and what they're trying to accomplish means they can't tell you everything or you'll fuck it all up. This show is complicated enough in the first 2 seasons, but I feel like it's going to another new level now because you've got another organisation that's getting involved when they shouldn't and not quite understanding how things work. She's just got the first taste there of doing a mission that they had to do behind her back because they can't tell her the truth. This is awkward. Anyway, fabulous episode, absolutely loved it. Can't wait for episode 3. Don't forget, this will be available over on Patreon, as always. Link will be in the description if you want to go and check that out there and watch all of the travel episodes in full, as well as all my other series. So if you enjoyed this episode, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. This season's taken a very different direction now that a lot of things are out in the open with at least as an official capacity. Right, I will be back with episode 3 in a few days time, guys. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any more episodes of Travellers, and I will see you for the next one. Till then, thanks a lot. Take care.